Hello guys, welcome back to Alpha
This
Show.
guy does not sound like an alpha
completely
male.
change your life from negative to positive, and
This guy sounds like an accountant.
you always wanted to be. After this video, you will learn the difference between the two male personality types, alpha and sigma males. Both groups share several similarities, but they have a few distinct
Exit Prime,
differences.
Jim.
In fact, some psychologists believe that sigma men are just introverted, alpha men who don't care about the world. Alpha men don't need much stimulation when they are in a group before they can be active.
Who actually
This
like
isn't
learns
like
from
sigma
this
men who
and believes
naturally
it?
require extra stimulation, especially if they don't desire interaction. However, this does not mean that they are shy. I shall take you through how an alpha
Thanks,
male
Tom.
naturally
I really
differs from
appreciate
his
it.
sigma counterpart.
Don't worry about it. I appreciate the long
If you
time
are
of
familiar
watching.
with male personalities,
Thanks for
you
your
will know
brag.
that there are generally two types of guys. First, there are the beta males. These are the guys who tend to be more submissive while they take orders.
Right.
They're generally mediocre and are low in the dominance hierarchy.
Of course.
Also, they don't get many women. Then there are
Obviously.
the alpha males who are in the top 20%.
Yeah, the
They're the ones
gamers.
who give orders, succeed at what they do, and make things happen in society. They often get very many women, but
Too
there is a
many
third
women,
type of
I'd
man that
argue.
many don't know
Need
about.
2 dicks as
They
an
are
alpha
the
male.
sigma males, and I'll be pitting them against the alpha males in this video. Some alpha male traits. Courage. An alpha male is not without
It really
fear.
must be tough
Nobody is
being
fearless,
like a
actually.
young man
We all
growing
have
up with the
fears and
internet, getting
insecurities
fed
that
shit
are not
like this.
controllable, but the alpha male can push on in a specific direction despite his fears.
But at least it
He may
gives
be
you plenty of
scared that
things
his
to
new
blame,
business
like,
will
damn, I
fail,
can't help
but
it, I was
that
born
won't
a Sigma
deter him
male.
from trying. He
Damn
may be
you,
afraid
dad's
that the pretty
nutsack.
receptionist will turn on his advances, but he'll go for it anyway. Emotional intelligence, how we respond to unfavorable circumstances, plays a massive role in our lives. If you get into trouble, or she broke up with you, or you were remorselessly insulted, how will you react?
Exit Tier 1 Dylan,
The alpha male
the
will
resub queen.
react by calming down and pondering on his next best action. He won't
The
have a
resub league.
meltdown.
Okay, well that's pretty boring. Why is this called Alpha Show? This guy definitely falls into the Sigma male category, I would argue. How to be a beast in bed, 18 proven steps. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I don't know him personally, but I don't think he's followed any of the steps.
How to be a beast in bed with girls. Hello guys, welcome back to Alpha Show, a channel that will completely change your life from negative to positive.
Finally, an
And
alpha
the person
male
you always
representation.
wanted to be. After this video, you will learn practical
Looks like the kind of
steps
guy
on
that
how
the
to
football
turn
team
any
would pay to
girl
do their homework.
crazy in bed. Girls want men who are good in beds. It's their craziest imagination. Have you ever stumbled on girls who are telling their friends that their boyfriend is a
Thanks to
beast
resub
in
Joe
bed?
and Prime
Guys
Rudy.
don't have to be adult performers to excite
Prime
girls sexually.
Leo.
Different things made guys great in the bedroom, and I'll be sharing with you some of
Yeah,
these
it's a pretty
great
wild
tips.
fluster.
Girls aren't the only ones who discuss sex. Guys talk about it too. They talk about how they can be better in bed as well. Many conversations seem to revolve around the talk about sex, but being a beast in bed with girls has more to do with how you, as a guy, approach sex, rather than doing something extraordinary.
You gotta treat it like a
you
chess
must have
match.
seen in a porn movie.
Got a scholar's
or
mate her
read on a
pussy.
blog.
They love
More
that.
so, you don't need to be a professor in quantum physics before you can learn how to be a beast in bed with a girl. Following the basics alone can ensure that the girl would not regret consenting to have sex with you. Mental preparatory work. To have a rewarding sex life and occupy the beast
I cannot
territory, you will
believe
have to clear all
channel-
of the blocks that you have towards sex itself. Our society thrusts
What?
sex and
That
sexuality in
spinach
our
can
faces
email?
from
What
a
does that
young
mean?
age with
Spinach
many
can
mixed
send emails
messaging.
now?
They say to attract the girl of your dreams,
I don't even know
you
what
must
you're
buy
referring
this
to. I'm trying to
perfume
learn how to
or
be
wear
a
this
beast in
sneaker
bed.
or have a six-pack of
You're
abs.
talking about fucking
Most of
Popeye
the
spinach
time,
or whatever.
these are ploys to
I'm
get you
busy.
to buy their products, and marketers
I
usually
thought
try
spinach
to
just
make you
sent
feel
emails
insecure
about
about how you currently are.
climate change
This can,
things.
however,
Oh,
leave
Jesus,
people with
alright, cool.
inhibitions about their sex
That's-
life.
Sounds
The following
nice.
are some tips to help you multiply your bed
kidding.
cred. Number one,
It's a legit
stop
thing,
watching
apparently.
porn. This is the
Thanks
first
to
piece on the
Resub Weave.
list. You must stop
Are you
watching pornography
okay to watch
if you
this?
must be good in
How to be a
bed.
beast in
On-
bed?
on Twitch?
Desensitizes your
Yeah,
mind
it's
to the point that it
he's
becomes
just
obsolete
drawing,
and
or
uninteresting.
rather
It
taking
prevents you
Microsoft
from
clip
using your
art.
imagination when you need to be creative.
What
As
if he
matter
puts
of
a penis
fact,
on
watching
here?
pornography
He's never
rewires
seen
your
a dick in
brain.
his life.
You should check out my video titled "What
Thanks
Porn
to
Does
Tier
to
1
Your
Grease
Brain"
and the
to
Resub
learn the
Mountain Man.
negative
So to be a
impact that
beast in bed, you
pornography
have to
has
stop
on our
watching porn.
well-being and brain.
That's
Porn
step
doesn't
1,
usually
yeah, but there's
teach
18
you
steps.
how to
Oh,
satisfy a girl in
18.
bed and how to enjoy sex.
Yeah,
It
just got to the
merely
first
has an
one.
effect that directly appeals to your hormones, which gives you the false feeling that you are having a nice time watching
Please
naked
resub
people go down
Dragon.
on themselves. Porn is all performance and almost not real. To make her happy in bed, you must firstly declutter your mind of the false realities that porn has fed
Thanks to
you
resub
with.
Omega.
Number 2,
Good
stop
thing
drug
you don't
use.
have
Watch
any
my Stop
false
Using Drugs
thoughts
Forever
on sex, 'cause
2021
you don't
Alpha
watch
Male
porn.
Challenge
Nobody
video,
watches porn.
where I discuss the terrible
right.
implications of using drugs and how it sets you behind in being the best version
Well,
of
this is just
yourself.
good advice in general,
Drugs
not about
include
being a beast in
addictive
bed, just no
substances like
drugs.
coffee, significant amounts of sugar,
What's he gonna say next? Eat your
marijuana,
vegetables?
alcohol, heroin, and cocaine. Addictive substances tend to decrease levels of testosterone in men, and it
Nope,
disrupts
I
brain
drink coffee
chemistry.
daily, so
That's why it can cause erectile
Thanks to
dysfunction in men,
Resublimino.
even at younger ages. If a guy doesn't have a full
That's what it
erection,
looks like,
he can't
me
wholly
again.
satisfy a girl in bed. And that's one of the worst
Oh, Sigma.
embarrassments that can happen to anyone. Number 3,
Ain't
stop
that the truth, Edgar?
masturbation. I'm sure you must have heard that there are no medically
Whoa.
proven negative effects of masturbation, but the evil it does are more psychological, and it's
Evil?
affecting many men today. Masturbation depletes your
Evil,
resource,
huh?
as I've explained in my no-fact
Step 4 is
going
gonna be accept the Lord as your
Number
Oh, a
4,
God.
no-fact
your belief that women
challenge.
aren't as sexual as men. After quitting pornography or drugs or masturbation over an extended period, you must have a new thought system about sex.
You don't do that
First,
either.
remove the idea
Nope.
that
So,
women
'cause
are not
no,
as
no, we
sexual
don't-
as
Thanks
men.
to Tier 1
things
Apollo.
here.
Progress that has
The
been
Prime
made as a
Papa.
society, there is still a dominant belief that women don't enjoy sex as men do, or that they
That's
don't
not
want
true.
sex frequently. That's falsity.
See,
When
you're
you
now
learn to
corroborating
sexually
his
open up to your girl,
bulletproof
then you will be amazed at the
18
depths of
steps.
voraciousness of her sexuality. In fact, you might find it difficult to keep up. Number 5, actively accept everything about sex.
What does
Several
that mean?
people have a
Yeah.
pick and select mentality when it comes to what is right, normal, or moral when it comes to
Thanks
their
to Prime
sex
Tasty.
lives and the sex lives of others.
The Tier
This
1 myth.
mindset will hold you back from growing. Reflect to understand that everything about sex is normal, healthy, and fine. Just because it doesn't appeal
I
to
don't understand.
everyone
How does this
doesn't
make me a
mean it
beast
shouldn't
in
appeal
bed?
to others. Maybe Lucia likes being spanked, bitten,
Ah,
and held down,
Oh.
and John likes to cuddle, wear a cape, and listen to Frank Ocean during sex. Neither one is more right or wrong than the other. They are just two types of preferences held by two separate adult minds.
Thanks to Resub Belzo
Number
and
6,
Coconut.
invest in foreplay. Classically, guys rush into sex without foreplay with the girl. But foreplay is probably
There's
the
no
most
way he
crucial
actually drew
part
that.
defines how good you are in bed. Firstly, girls often take longer to get stimulated, so you need to warm up her sensibilities and awaken the
Which is
sexual
why we
goddess
typically
in
talk
her.
about the latest
This
gaming
includes
releases
mental and
before.
physical arousal. If you are ready to make the foreplay
What do
longer,
you mean?
she might reciprocate the
Yeah.
favor.
We're
A
waiting for
girl knows
marriage, like the
excessively
good Christian
well how to
children we
tease
are.
a guy. You don't need to read books about great foreplay methods. You can simply use anything that appeals to you. You could reenact movie characters or a scene from some real-life situation.
Would you be
Number
the Hulk
7,
for
don't
me?
forget to bend freely in bed. You don't need to be as fit as a professional athlete, but
What
you
are
need
these
more than
steps?
an average
These
degree
aren't
of
good steps.
flexibility to impress any girl in bed. This includes doing hamstrings, lower back, midriff, and
It's like the most
abdominal
generic
exercises
advice
every
ever.
day. Consistency is important to strengthen your
Thanks to the
core.
resub
This
Scoots here.
defines
Good to
your
see you, man.
ability
And thanks
to
to the
take
gift sub
upon
Taz.
challenging sexual poses and pleasing her beyond her
Maybe it was
wildest
Fluster.
imagination. In addition, make sure that you do some
Whatever he wants,
cardio.
Avery.
It won't be nice if you look more exhausted than your girlfriend. If you can, do a bit of stretching before going in
What do
the
the
fray
comments
with her.
say?
This may be awkward, a little bit, but it works wonders to warm up and loosen your muscles for the performance.
I think we
Number
should all
8,
do semen
discover her
retention
bed.
till age
Instead
30.
of fondling and kissing the same body parts repeatedly, try to do something different. Her whole body is open to your sexual investigations, and you shouldn't mind being inquisitive. As a tip,
Win the
try
how to be
gently
beast with
massaging and
boys.
licking her feet. You can try this with her lower back area as well. Number 9, look great in bed. A lot of guys believe that looking good in bed is mainly a female thing. Just because she looks so hot in her lingerie doesn't mean that you don't need to look nice
I'm
too.
learning a lot.
Looking nice includes trimming or waxing your body hair, ensuring that the surface area in
Thanks to
and
Prime
around your genitalia
Tom
is very
Birdman. I'm too
clean.
invested now
Then
to
try
quit. I want to see all
scrub
18.
regularly. This helps to render a smoother, shinier
I do
exterior to
also,
the body.
even though I'm in the middle
Develop
of my
traits like
stream.
moisturizing and using
I can just fill you in on what you
regularly.
miss if you want to
When
go
you
back.
feel sexy yourself, your confidence will
I mean, I
show
think
in
there's
your
still, like,
praise, and this will
4
magnetize
minutes.
her towards you. Number 10, identify what she wants. Try to be better at perceiving what she wants in bed. Use your hands to increase and decrease the pressure you apply on her and gauge what makes her respond more favorably. Similarly, adjust your speed as you go about ravaging her.
This guy is
Try to
definitely
make
getting a
the rhythm
semi-chub
irregular to
making
find
this.
out what arouses her more. Number 11, be
Ravaging.
explorative. Go beyond what you read or watched on YouTube. Try not to be restricted in trying out new things.
How are you
For
supposed to be
instance, even if you
explorative
two are not close
if
to
you
the
can't watch
beach,
porn?
ask her to wear sexy
Get
beachwear,
ideas.
including
Because you can watch
swimsuits and
Alpha
bikinis.
Show.
You can
can
explore
watch
many
YouTube?
options.
Yep.
If you guys have always
He's gonna
been into
teach you
gentle
all you need to
lovemaking,
know.
try the rougher approach once. Do not forget to encourage her to share her secret desires with you.
What if
This
she
could
watches
include
porn
having
though? Then
sex
is
in
that a
places
problem?
you
It's
haven't
ruined.
tried before, or role play. For instance, you can do it on the dining table, or the cold floor might be a comfortable change from your bed. You
Thanks
can
to
even
Tier 1
Comfortable
Duke.
games that are
change?
more
Yep.
like long foreplay.
Thanks to the
The
gift subs
cold
too.
Take out in
floor.
a few parking lots like teenagers would do before riding
No
home.
idea what that means,
You can
monkey.
also ask her not to wear her inner as you drive home. Ensure you caress her less covered parts to arouse her when driving home. Number 12, presence is important.
Yeah, you'd probably have to
Present
be
is
there, I think.
important. Make eye contact occasionally.
I guess unless you're
respond
like
to
a
her moment to
ethereal
moment, and
spirit
be aware of
raping
her in
women or
all that
something,
you
I don't know.
do. Get out of your head and enjoy yourself. A big part of sex is getting out of your head and dropping into your body. So let go of your daily stressors and just get on with it. Number 13, show that you can handle everything she gives you.
What if she
If the
wants you
first
to
time
give
she
her
does a kind
something?
of grunt or growl and you show that it freaks you out, then she will know that you didn't receive it well and would forever feel
What if
like
she just
needs
starts
to limit
beating me
parts
up?
of her sexuality around you, and that's
Can
You
I
gotta,
ha-
you gotta take it.
Can I
you
just
need to be
ask her to
comfortable
stop
in your
hitting
own
me?
skin to the point that you can handle whatever she hurls at you. Whether it is moaning, grunting, scratching your back,
Thanks to the
ejaculating, or
Italian,
biting your
Virtual,
neck. If you
Sapphic,
are
and
doing what you
Easterly.
need to, stay present and hold the kind of sexual space that she requires from you,
And thanks
then
to
you'll
Tier
be
1
able
Ugly
to
Edie.
receive it well. The more you show her that you can handle whatever she throws, the more deeply she will be able to trust you and surrender with you sexually.
Ah,
Number 14, appreciate her with generous praise. Everyone
You look
probably
beautiful
has some
this
kind
morning.
of
High
insecurity or
fives.
hang up about their body.
Doing great.
Good
Simply
wetness.
Human nature, or at least human nature for people who have been raised with silly amounts of marketing thrown at them from all sides. Be generous with your praise in and out of the bedroom. Show her and tell her what you find attractive about her often, and it will ease her worries that she is feeling a bit bloated, sweaty, or oily, etc. Number
course.
15, focus on yourself. You should focus on yourself too and ensure
Okay.
that you fully feel your sexual pleasure. So get out of your head by
Should
dropping into
definitely
your body.
focus on the
Put
other
your
as well.
entire attention on the parts
That
that you
goes
receive
against
the
the
most
steps.
pleasure
These are
in each
proven.
moment.
Yours is
Also,
anecdotal.
completely feel them. Number 16, lead harder. As a man, you must lead even in bed. If you tend to let your partner lead your sexual experiences, whether that be where you
That's
have
typically
sex
why
or
I
what
wear war
positions
paint
you
and take a
engage in,
flag.
or any other thing,
Stab it
then
through
you
the
might want to
mattress.
see how leading feels like.
Gotta have
Be
something to hold on
decisive,
to, right?
make requests, or just physically take your partner and lead them into the positions you want them in. Number 17, last longer. If you want to last longer in bed, have a grip on your ejaculatory or orgasmic response. A way you can do this is to cut out caffeine and refined sugars, as they are stimulants that negatively affect libidos. Then get a good night's sleep as regularly as possible. Your testosterone only produces in the nighttime.
That's
Number
the only
18,
tip he had for that.
Linking your presence and your
Breathe.
ability to last longer is your ability to breathe. Several
Thanks
guys
to the Prime,
hold
Andy.
their breaths when they are in the middle of passion. Holding your breath leads to added stress and tension in your muscles. Meanwhile, the tenser your muscles are, the faster
I was
you are
about to
going
say you
to
should
climax.
watch What Should I
So,
Look For
to
in
be
a
a beast
Woman
in
next,
bed,
but it's
long,
44
deep
minutes.
breaths will go a
Yeah,
long
no, that's
way
a
in
whole
how you
TED Talk.
experience your sexual pleasure and will help you last longer in bed. Which method do you
Well,
think has
I've become a
proven
beast
most
now.
effective for you? And just before I
Now I've done it.
We shall be beasts in bed
Yep.
after marriage.
Thanks to the lessons learned here today. How to
There
make
you
a
go,
girl
make her
horny.
wet.
How to make a girl instantly horny. How to make any girl wet and horny. Oh, this is just a more improved version of this. Why have this without the wet? Why dry horniness? How to become Sigma male, rarest male type.
It's Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Thanks to the Prime, Fable and Jack and Canned Pics. And happy birthday, Lazario. Well, let's see how we do this.
Hello guys, welcome back to Alpha Show, a channel that is about to turn
You know
into
what?
a fucking
I'm not
alpha.
gonna stay here and watch this one
I'm
with
going
you.
to teach you some simple
there's gonna be a quiz
psychological
later.
tricks on
That
how to
sounds
make
good.
any girl, whether she's your friend, girlfriend, co-worker or anything else, horny as fuck. But before we start, I want to mention our course and shout out some of our alpha members that took this course and are already making huge progress.
Oh, so this whole channel is NoFap?
As well, check it out and change your life forever. Course is designed to guide you with daily challenges,
Thanks,
step by
banana
step
bread.
to stop fapping forever, gain extreme confidence, talk to random
Thanks,
girls
some
like it's a
cabbage.
piece of cake, and completely change your lifestyle. So I started implementing these tricks into my game lately, and I swear that this works like magic. Before you can take woman to your bed, you first have to make her want to fuck you. Is that correct?
No,
Of course
no,
it
no,
is,
no, no.
Which is why today I want
That
to
never
give you
works.
a few tricks that are proven to get any girl wet and horny for you in just minutes.
Okay,
Remember,
alright,
I've
let's learn.
gotten plenty of girls in the mood myself, so I know what I'm talking about. Number 1, let her know you want to fuck her. A lot of men
Oh, that's
think
easy.
that they need to be sneaky.
Hello,
about
ma'am,
their
I am
intentions
approaching
or
you
they'll
with
scare
fuck
the girl off.
intentions.
But attempting to
Do you
trick
reciprocate?
her into thinking you're just being friendly when you first make contact is actually a major mistake. Women aren't stupid. If you go up to a girl at a bar and awkwardly make small talk about the weather, she'll see right through you. And if
Yeah,
beating
Spikeball
around
is
the
great.
bush doesn't come off as creepy and insecure, which it almost always does, the most you can hope for by pretending to be her friend is that instant friend zone. And no
Perfect,
guy
that's
wants
where I
want
wanna
to
be.
up there. I'll never forget the story of my friend Drew told me
Thanks
a
to
while
Prime
back.
Logan.
See, Drew was at the party and got a girl way out of his league to sleep with him, using only 4 words. We are going to fuck. He even showed me pictures, and sure enough, this
I
girl
don't think
was
that's how it
super
happened.
hot, but apparently very standoffish.
I
Everyone in
don't-
the room
I
wanted to
have to
get with
question
her, but
George.
Whenever anyone tried to make conversation, she'd just laugh in his face and shut him down immediately. Now, Drew may not be the most handsome
But this is
man
exactly
around,
what
but he
someone that
knows
would
how
watch
to
this
get what
video
he
wants to
wants.
hear.
So he marched right up to her and instead of trivial chit-chat, he simply said, "Hi, I'm Drew, nice to meet you, we're going to fuck." Then just walked away. Well, guess what? This girl followed him around like a puppy dog the rest of his night.
Yeah,
including back
probably
to his
trying to give a
place where
description
she
to the
let him
police
enjoy her
officers.
perfect little
That's
body
the
for
rapiest
hours.
thing of all
Drew
time.
didn't just get lucky that night. You see, once you plant the thought of fucking you in a girl's head, but don't put forth any further effort, she'll subconsciously see you
Thanks
as
to Tier
being
1
worthy
Big
of the
Cheesy
chase,
in the
and
resub
in
cast.
turn want to prove herself worthy of your attention. This works even if you've been together for years. Similarly, possessively putting your hand on her lower back around her waist or on her shoulder while you are out in public is a subtle but assertive
okay.
way of letting her know
How
your
about just a
plan of
spank
turning
on the
her
cheeks
into
and tell her good
Number
game?
2. Find excuses to touch her. Women are very responsive to physical contact, and even a seemingly
Thanks for
casual
resub, Sarah.
connection with her body can trigger arousal. Okay, so my female friend actually told me that sometimes she gets very
Thanks for
turned
resub,
on when a
Cackbird.
complete stranger brushes up against her in just the right way. Or
What?
another story that my female friend told me is that one time she was on a flight and had to change her panties halfway through, all because the guy that was sitting next to her kept accidentally grazing her leg. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that if your girl tells you she's not in the mood
2
for
things I'm
sex,
sure
or
happened.
even the object of your affection doesn't think of you as a
This
guy
girl
just
I
for
know
less
once
for,
told
there are ways
me
to change her mind in a
that
matter of
she
seconds.
pissed
And
her
everyone
pants on a
knows
plane
girl
out of
can't say no to a
pure
innocent
ecstasy.
shoulder rub or foot massage, but a
Just
slow,
from seeing
sensual
a
touch
big
can
man
quickly
drink a
turn
Coke.
relaxation into foreplay. A massage gift lets you get close enough for her to pick up on your scent, a natural source of sexual stimulation, and gets her thinking about other parts of her body that your hands might feel good on. And if you are with a woman that you f***ed before, turning her on becomes even easier. Here's
Thanks
an
for Prime
idea.
Ty.
Instead
The
of
resub
asking
Jordan
for
and
sex
Sale.
or trying to imitate in the usual sloppy make session, surprise her with a long, tight hug from behind instead. After holding her for a few seconds, start to caress her teeth with one hand and work the other slowly on.
Did I miss a step, or are we
on
doing this to a
It's
stranger?
long
Hold on, let me
that
just
you
double check.
pick up on
I'm not trying to catch a
yourself,
charge.
natural source of sexual stimulation, and gets her thinking about other parts of her body that your hands might feel good on. And if you are with a woman that you f***ed before, turning her on becomes even easier.
Okay.
Here's an idea. Instead of asking for sex or trying to imitate in the usual sloppy make session, surprise her with a long, tight hug.
So this
from
is someone I'm
behind
familiar
instead.
with then.
After holding her for a few seconds, Second,
So like a
start to
family
caress
friend or
her
something?
tits with one hand and work the other slowly along her inner thighs. If you do this while slowly kissing her neck at the same time, she's certain to drop whatever she was doing and make your
That's what I'm saying,
priority.
Cougar.
Number 3. Eye contact. At this very moment, you are armed with what some believe to be the most powerful weapon against sexual rejection, your eyes. I've heard that
What?
women can actually be hypnotized into a state of sexual arousal through the eye contact alone. But even
I've heard that too, the
hypnosis,
Sharingan.
a seductive gaze goes a
Yes.
long way. By maintaining direct eye contact during a conversation, you immediately
Visual
project
jutsu.
confidence and establish a sense of intimacy. But here's the trick. While your eyes are meaningfully locked on hers, let them wander to other parts of her body every so often, like her lips or breasts. Let them linger there just for a few seconds.
What if I try and
go
throw her
right
off
back
by
to
like looking at her
eyes like
arms?
nothing ever happened. It's a little move I like to call instant sexual tension. And even though it's easy, it's also insanely powerful. Any guy who knows about this technique is more than an expert flirt. He's a master of mind control.
He's a
Number
tier
4,
1 Chris.
dirty compliments. There is a direct connection between a woman's ears and her pussy. And the two things that make even the biggest prude melt are compliments and dirty talk. Now here's some intel most men are.
Give me some
aware.
examples.
If a girl appears uninterested in sex, it's not because she doesn't like to fuck, because she does. And she may very well want you to fuck her, but oftentimes the problem is that she's simply too insecure about her body. Therefore,
Yes, that's the only
confidence
reason she doesn't want to
things about
fuck
her
you.
appearance is the perfect way to help her let
God, if
go
only I
of
could
all those
fuck
silly
this Redditor.
inhibitions that are
But I'm
keeping
just
her
too
from
insecure.
getting
He's
truly
too good for
known.
me.
But sometimes compliments alone aren't enough to get her thinking about how good your cock might feel right then and there. So
He's the prime
here's where
gnarl.
a little dirty talk
Resublangular
comes in. The
and
combination
dirty
of
sprite.
sexually charged language and flattery instantly boosts her self-image while turning her on at the
He's
same
a
time.
bitch chase.
Simple phrases like "you have
And
the
Warlord.
sexiest legs," "your
Corp.
lips look addictive," or "every inch of you turns me on," are sure to take a casual cuddle with your girl to the next level. But they are also innocent enough to use on a cutie you're looking to take home from the bar. And lastly, remember this. At the end of the day, your ability to influence a woman's mind and body is based on the amount of confidence you exude.
Yes.
You've probably heard this a million times, but it's true. Self-assurance is one of those funny things that turns a guy who's 3 or 4 in the looks department into a total 10, at least from a female standpoint. And the way you carry yourself in the hours or minutes leading
You
up
too
to
can be a
sex
superhero.
make or break your chances.
All you
of
need to
getting
do is
show her
hypnotize
how
women
hard
or
you can
something.
make a girl come. There are a number of other seduction strategies I want to tell you about, but I'll give you some time to try these.
That was
set of
nuts.
tips.
I feel too strong now. There's not gonna be any women left in the world. Good God. Well, I've learned a lot.